Hello everyone and welcome. This is Mr. E and this is course 1, lesson 1. We're solving one-step addition and subtraction equations. So we have an example here. X minus 5 is negative 15. And how do we use inverse operations to solve this? Well, since we're subtracting 5, the inverse would be to add 5, but we have to do it to both sides. 5 minus 5 is 0. Those are 0 pairs. And negative 15 plus 5 is negative 10. So this is what we learned this year, or in grade 7, is our integer operations. All right, let's get started. So a real quick review of inverse operations. Basically, inverse operations undo one another. So to undo addition, I need to subtract, but an equation is like a balance. I have to do the same thing to both sides for it to remain equal. So I'll subtract 5 from both sides. 5 minus 5 is 0. 15 minus 5 is 10. 10 is the solution. It's the number that I replace x with to make my equation true. Y minus 5 is 20 and 6/10. The inverse of subtraction is addition. So I have to add 5 to both sides. These 5s cancel out, 0 pairs. So I add 5 to 20 and 6/10, and I get 25 and 6/10. 25 and 6/10 is the solution. It's the number that I replace y with so that my equation is true. All right, so we're going to review a few problems from 6th grade. Where we're not really dealing with integer operations. So we have some number p plus 16 equals 35. What value for p will make that equation true? To find out, we subtract 16 from both sides. P equals 19. 19 is the value, the solution, is a value that makes that equation true. Number 2, some number z minus 35 equals 40. What is my solution? Well, if I add 35 to both sides, my one step, I find out that z is equal to 75. 75 makes that equation true. Do a couple more. Now we're going to use some rational numbers, some fractions and decimals. So some number t minus 2 and 5/100 is equal to 3 and 75/100. What value for t makes that equation true? Well, I'm subtracting 2 and 5/100 from t, so the inverse operation, or to undo my subtraction, I need to add 2 and 5/100 to both sides. So add 2 and 5/100 to both sides. The 2 and 5/100 cancels out. Now remember, you have to line up your decimals when you add decimals. So I get, that's actually 6. No, it's right, it's 5. All right. The next one. So I'm adding 3/4 to z. The inverse of adding 3/4, or to undo the addition of 3/4 to z, I need to subtract 3/4 from z, from both sides. How do I do that? Well, I have to find a common denominator, and I'm going to use 8. That's actually my least common denominator. So 3/4 times 2 times 2 gives me 6/8. So now I have 5 and 7/8 minus 6/8, which is 5 and 1/8. So my answer is z is 5 and 1/8, meaning 5 and 1/8 is the number I replace with z to make my equation true. It's my solution. All right, we're right at 5 minutes. So let's stop right here and wrap this up when we come back.